What's up, Nerf Herders? Thank you for checking out the Nerf Herder Studios channel here. The new Justice League trailer has just dropped, and this is obviously huge news. Everything with Zack Snyder to finally be able to bring his vision to life here. The first trailer for this was amazing. The first go-around with this, with Joss Whedon stepping in, was not so amazing. So we're going to do a reaction to the new trailer here that dropped. Movie's right around the corner here, and I'm going to share a couple of thoughts as to what we want to see out of this to hopefully get us a little bit more excited for what's to come. So what do we want to see?
Well, I haven't seen Justice League, so I want to see everything.
Give it to me all.
I don't know. So, I mean, for those who don't know, I haven't been the biggest fan of the DC cinematic universe, specifically the Snyderverse. I'm not a huge Zack Snyder fan, so I'm really hoping this gives me something to go off of because, you know, Scotty and I had some conversations and I told him how much I love Birds of Prey. So I have hope for the future of DC. So that's why I'm just looking for this trailer to really, you know, take it home.
Yeah, dude. And one thing DC has done so well with everything is they deliver super epic trailers. It's kind of like the whole Transformers effect, man. Like the Transformers trailers are incredible, and then you go see the movie and it's just like, whoa. So yeah, I'm hoping they deliver with this. We just got the new screenshots of Jared Leto's Joker coming back, so I hope we get to see a little bit more of that in here, hopefully. And some black suit Superman would be pretty cool, and maybe some more Darkseid. I'm pumped. I really do hope this movie delivers because I think this is a crazy thing that Warner Brothers is allowing this to even happen and come back and do a Snyder cut. So shall we jump in?
Let's do it.
All right, here we go. Let's see what this is all about.
The bell's been rung. Out in the dark, among the stars, the god is dead.
I had a dream. Almost like a premonition. I think there's an attack coming.
My lord,
Oh, there he is.
this world will fall.
I need warriors. I'm building an alliance to defend ourselves.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You were sent here for a reason. And even if it takes you the rest of your life, find out what that reason is.
There it is.
Yeah, dude. Oh, I love that. Music is super epic.
Yeah.
They said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to. We live in a society where honor is a distant memory. Isn't that right?
No way.
There it is.
Dude, cool.
All right.
All right. Well, that was a pretty cool little thing at the end there, dude.
Yeah.
So he's obviously
Okay.
he's not just going to be like locked up somewhere. He's out there. He's wearing a SWAT outfit, dude. Like he was like out there on the front line fighting, it seems like. Interesting. My initial thoughts with that, it's super epic. All the visuals look awesome. I would say like 90%, maybe if not all of that footage, because I remember Justice League vaguely, but it looked like almost everything that they showed in that trailer is new footage that we didn't get in the original cut of Justice League. So that's pretty cool. The only thing I wish we would have seen in that was just like a money shot, man. I feel like we didn't get a money shot. In the first trailer, there was a moment that gave me total goosebumps when Batman, Ben Affleck's Batman, is just like, he's never fought us, not united, and they're playing the Hallelujah song, and when they all line up in a line, it's just like, that was a money shot, dude. That just got me. Boom. There wasn't the money shot in here. A lot of good visuals, but no money shot, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree. So I think this is a step in the right direction for at least to get me kind of invested in the film. Like I said, I haven't been the biggest fan, but I will be honest. I haven't seen the original Justice League, so a lot of what I just watched, I have no idea if it was in the original, cut or not.
You're doing yourself a favor with that, so.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eventually have to go back and watch it just so I can, give it a fair chance and make the comparisons. But yeah, I mean, I like that they, obviously we have Steppenwolf in there. Darkseid came in.
He's huge, dude.
Yeah.
He was huge. He was like 3 times the size of Steppenwolf.
The one thing I'm gonna always harp back to is, I really hope. I mean, the visuals looked excellent. I'll give it that, but I really hope that they do it right, because Batman v Superman left such a bad taste in my mouth with Abomination, looking like one of the Goombas from the Super Mario Brothers movie. Like, it was just so poorly done. And then I'm not trying to knock anyone, because I know that stuff is super tough to make look good, but when you're on a Warner Brothers type budget, I expect the CGI work to be top notch. I mean,
yeah,
Avengers has had no problem finding that sweet spot when it comes to that. So
yeah,
I do think Warner Brothers has, they need to do the fans a service in that, making sure it looks good, because if we have a proper Darkseid, I mean, that's awesome. He's clearly, from the comics at least, one of the greatest villains of all time.
Yeah, it'd be cool if they nail him, man. And I'm really happy that they showed us a good chunk of footage, because I feel like he's going to have a big prominent role in this. It seemed like at first when they were doing the Snyder cut and everything that this was going to, harp back to Darkseid, but maybe not fully give it to us. Almost kind of give us that tease like what we got in Solo, where it's like, well, we kind of want to see the Jabba the Hutt storyline, but yeah, we're not going to give it to you, but we'll give you just enough. It seems like this is going to have a lot to revolve around Darkseid, which is really cool.
Yeah, I wonder when he's going to come in, especially because obviously you have Steppenwolf, who's kind of like the underling of Darkseid, right? So he's going to be coming in first, and then you're going to have probably Darkseid pop in like halfway through the 4-hour movie.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I hope they do justice to the final battle on this, like, big time, man, because the final battle that they did with Steppenwolf was embarrassingly bad. And one of the things that, oh, dude, it was so awful. I can't even describe how bad it was put together. There was so much room, as much as the movie fell apart, there was so much room to really have an emotional climax right there, and they just dropped the ball every which way. And the one thing that I feel like all the DC movies in some way or another suffer from, really outside of Birds of Prey, is when you get to the ending, even with the first Wonder Woman, which I really enjoyed, but once you got to the final climactic ending, it just turns into a CGI fest, and just the whole movie just dehinges for me. The action doesn't seem as, invested and such. I really hope that they can nail down a killer battle sequence with Darkseid, man. Like that almost is all the money right there. Just get that battle sequence down really good, and I'll be sold 100%.
I agree. Yeah, I am in 100% agreement with you on that. I do agree. I think that's one of DC's downfalls with the Snyderverse, is they've had a lot of trouble really building that climax and making that hit home, give the audience a reason to care. With Wonder Woman, I thought Wonder Woman was great, but then, like you said, the third act, it's like, well, let's just put these guys in front of a green screen and let them go at it, and focus more on that than making it an emotional ending. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets lost in the mix with all of that.
I thought the same of Batman versus Superman. I thought that, that entire ending of that movie was just overdone, man. Too much, and it really took away. And I'll be honest, one thing I do want to see out of this film is I want to see a legitimate Batman. I really do. A lot of people don't like Ben Affleck as Batman. I personally do. I'm a fan of Ben Affleck as Batman. I think he's got what it takes to play that role.
Yeah.
But one of the things I thought of Batman versus Superman is they made him look mega weak, like especially in the third act. I mean, he was getting destroyed, by Abomination.
Dude, then
And,
you're gonna hate Justice League because they sideline him like crazy at the end. It's embarrassingly bad.
and that's my biggest pet peeve about like all of this is like you guys have made Batman just look like a bitch. Like I love Batman. Batman is one of my favorite all-time superheroes.
Yeah.
And the way they've just destroyed him in the Snyderverse is just kind of embarrassing. Like, don't make him so weak, man. Give him some clout, give him some strength, give him some things to do, and
Got to find more clever ways to make the man with the tech stand amongst the gods, and they haven't found a good mix with that.
And don't just put a gun in his hand, and that's what I feel like they did.
You need to go watch Justice League now.
I probably will. But I feel like, with Batman versus Superman, like they just put a gun in his hand and we're like, hey, have at it. This is going to make you look badass. And it's like, no, dude, Batman doesn't even, need a gun. He's got the mechanical, I guess, inclination to like make things, work. I don't know the best way to put it. But
he's like the ultimate MacGyver, dude. Like,
yeah. And so that's what I want to see. I want to see a legit Batman out of this. I was super stoked. I don't know. I'm assuming the original Justice League didn't have the black suit Superman. Is that correct? Or
yeah, it was very implied, and you could tell that it was something that was supposed to be there and just never made its rounds. But it was 100% implied. So to actually bring that into this here will be really exciting to see what they're going to navigate around that, because obviously it's going to show up and it's going to be prominent. They gave us a couple clips in there, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, I like seeing that. For me, I'm a big Superman fan in terms of the comic version. I wasn't a huge fan of Man of Steel, but I do like the comic version of Superman, and I love the storyline that comes out of the black suit. Basically him coming back to life after he dies in the Death of Superman comic. So like that black suit is very memorable for me, which is like the redemption of Superman. And I love the black suit especially because that kind of gives him like almost like steroids. Because it's like that suit specifically was made for him to like absorb more of the sun's power. So he's going to be like ultimate Superman in this, which I think is going to be awesome. And you kind of saw that at the end of this trailer where he has like his eyes light up with the red. It's just like, oh my God, he's going to go freaking crazy, dude.
Yeah, berserker, dude. He's going to go full berserker.
He's going to go berserker mode, dude. But I think that'll be cool. I think that'll give us a really cool battle. With him and Darkseid for sure. I think because I think Superman out of everybody is probably the one person who can really stand up to Darkseid and test his might.
Yeah, that's what's going to be cool, man. I really hope that battle delivers home. So, yeah, it was exciting. I'm excited. I could have done with just one solid money shot in there, but everything looks good. Visually, it looks good for them to rework this and shoot all these extra scenes and everything, and giving Jared Leto a second chance. I'm really excited to see what he's going to do, because that stuff never happens in Hollywood. So, Justice League, man.
I wonder what they're going to do with Joker, because it's like, okay, this is like, I'm really intrigued, right? Because I mean, he was in Suicide Squad. Like, I'm just like, whatever about that movie. I don't think Leto did a terrible job with what he was supposed to do. I mean, he played a pretty good gangster, but like, I wonder how he's going to portray Joker in this. And now he doesn't have the tattoos, or at least in this, it didn't look like he did. So I'm just like,
no tattoos.
I'm wondering what they're doing with this. It's going to be very interesting.
Yeah.
And then how they're going to, I mean, does this end it? Like, is this going to be like the end of the Snyderverse for us? Because now we have the Batman coming soon. So like, I wonder what they're going to do with this film in terms of the ending.
I think DC is just throwing as much as they can at a wall, and whatever makes money, that's where they're going to go. So
it's like a Hail Mary, dude. It's just like, all right, it's 4th and 10.
Yeah, I mean, they obviously saw enough of an investment to let Zack Snyder do this, to say, hey, here's like $80 million, whatever it ended up being. Complete your vision. We'll go exclusive to HBO Max. And if this gets a ton of people on HBO Max and they profit off of it, because that's the only reason this is happening, get HBO Max subscribers. And if it pays off, maybe they look at something. But I would feel that this is going to be a hard conclusion with maybe a little bit of a sprinkle of an open-ended thing, but you don't have to run with it just so they can cover their ass. That would be my guess with this. But it'll be intriguing, man. It's right around the corner, so we'll see.
They've got 4 hours to make it work, man. I'll bite, you know. I'll
Yeah.
bite.
Totally, dude. Well, that's it, man. Justice League trailers here, guys. What are your thoughts? Leave some comments down below. Let us know what you think about it. And what's your thoughts on the whole DCEU? Obviously, it's just, this is giant conglomerate. We don't know what piece is where. Does this come before or after Suicide Squad? Are they ridding Suicide Squad because of Joker? There's so much that's just kind of all jumbled up in the air right now. So
I mean, we have the Suicide Squad coming up, so it's like, are you just retconning the Suicide Squad, the original? Like,
yeah, with the Suicide Squad.
I don't know.
Yeah, so let us know your guys' thoughts, man. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Make sure to hit that bell for notifications. Check us out. YouTube, of course, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and we will be back soon with another video. So we'll catch you all later.